Stonehaven is a town in Aberdeenshire, Scotland. It lies on Scotland's northeast coast and had a population of 11,602, after the demise of the town of Kincardine, which was gradually abandoned after the destruction of its royal castle in the Wars of Independence. The Scottish Parliament made Stonehaven the successor county town of Kincardineshire. Stonehaven had grown around an Iron Age fishing village, now the Auld Toon, and expanded inland from the seaside. As late as the 16th century, old maps indicate the town was called Stonehive Pont, also adding the alternative Dooniness. It is known informally to locals as Stony. The town is served by Stonehaven railway station, and lies just to the east of the A90 road. History. Stonehaven is the site of prehistoric events evidenced by finds at Fetteresso Castle and Neolithic pottery excavations from the Spurry Hillock area. The town lies at the southern origin of the ancient Causey Mount trackway, which was built on high ground to make passable this only available medieval route from coastal points south to Aberdeen. This ancient passage specifically connected the Bridge of Dee to Cowey Castle via the Portlethen Moss and the Stonehaven Central Plaza. The route was that taken by the Earl Mareschal and Marquess of Montrose when they led a Covenant army of over 9,000 men in the First Battle of the English Civil War in 1639. Originally the settlement of Stonehaven grew and prospered and was known as Kilfong, with Kil meaning hill and Fong the name or sound of a whip, possibly. The name is derived from the cliffs above the original settlement and the sound of wind whistling around the meagre shelters. The Covenanters were imprisoned in Dunnottar Castle, where many died. A memorial to them can be found in Dunnottar Church. Other castles in the vicinity are Fetteresso Castle and Mucknells Castle, both of which are in private ownership and not open to the public. The oldest surviving structure in Stonehaven is the Stonehaven Toll Booth at the harbour, used as an early prison and now a museum. Dunnottar Castle, perched atop a rocky outcrop, was home to the Keith family, and during the Scottish Wars of Independence, the Scottish crown jewels were hidden there. In 1296, King Edward I of England took the castle only for William Wallace to reclaim it in 1297, burning down the church in the process with the entire English garrison still in it. In 1650, Oliver Cromwell sacked the castle to find the crown jewels following an 18-month siege. However, just before the castle fell, the crown jewels were smuggled out by some ladies who took them by boat to a small church just down the coast in the village of Conneth, where they remained undetected for 11 years. Stonehaven was a Jacobite town in the 1500s, and it was a safe base for the retreating Jacobite army to stay overnight on the night of 5 to 6 February 1716. In the 45, Stonehaven, part of the Episcopalian Northeast, was again reliably Jacobite, and it was one of the northeastern ports where reinforcements, plus money and equipment, were periodically landed from France. Near the Cowey Bridge, at the north of Stonehaven, was a fishing village known as Cowey, which has now been subsumed into Stonehaven. Somewhat further north are the ruins of Cowey Castle. Slightly to the west of Stonehaven is the ruined Ury House, originally a property of the Frasers. A fossil of the oldest known land animal, Pneumodismus newmani, a species of millipede, was found at Stonehaven's Cowey Beach in 2004. Geography. Stonehaven is 15 miles south of Aberdeen in a sheltered position on Stonehaven Bay between the Carron Water and the Cowey Water. Stonehaven lies adjacent to a deeply indented bay surrounded on three sides by higher land between Downey Point and Garran Point. The harbour, consisting of two basins, was improved in the 1820s by the engineer Robert Stevenson and became an important centre of of the 19th century herring trade. The harbour is bordered on the north by Bellman's Head and at the south by Downey Point. At the western edge of Stonehaven, west of the A90 road, lies the village of Kirkton of Fetteresso. Nearby to the south, Falsh is a coastal nature reserve, known for its 70-metre-high cliff formations and habitat supporting prolific seabird nesting colonies. Stonehaven has grown rapidly since the oil boom in Aberdeen. The increasing demand for new, middle-class housing has seen 4 new estates being appended to the town, creating an expanse of suburbs, and Stonehaven has been bypassed since 1984. Because of its location at the confluence between 2 rivers, Stonehaven is prone to flooding following heavy rain. Aberdeenshire Council has held meetings about the possible construction of flood defences. Places of worship. Stonehaven has 3 churches of Scotland.It Parish Church, Stonehaven South Parish Church and Fetteresso Parish Church, an Evangelical Church of Scotland. The town is also home to City Church South, Stonehaven Baptist Church, St James Episcopal Church and St Mary's Catholic Church. Educational establishments. Primary schools. Arduthy Primary School is one of the 3 primary schools in Stonehaven, serving a large portion of the north and east of the town, as well as the surrounding countryside to the northwest. It Primary School was founded in 1889. Is linked to the notable parish church and to the historic It Castle, and is located at the edge of the Old Town. It serves the Old Town and the majority of the countryside surrounding Stonehaven. As part of the Stonehaven flooding in 2009, the school was affected, and pupils had to be relocated for a week while work was undertaken. Milo Forest Primary School is located in the newer part of Stonehaven and serves the south and parts of the north of the town. Secondary schools. Mackay Academy is the town's secondary school and was originally founded at the site occupied currently by Arduthy School. Mackay takes pupils from a relatively large chunk of southern Aberdeenshire, with its catchment zone stretching from Johnshaven in the south to Netherley in the north and out to Glenbervie in the west. Special Needs Schools. Cairnhill School is a special needs school located within the town. Commerce and culture. Historically, the chief commerce of Stonehaven lay in fishing, led by the herring fishery. The catch peaked around the year 1894 with a peak catch of about 15 million fish per annum and an employment in the fishing industry of 1280 people. Due to overfishing to serve the expanding regional population, the fishing industry declined with diminishing catches, such that by 1939 only a remnant of the earlier fishing fleet continued to exist, and the catch mostly supported the local population from that point onward. At present day, the town's primary industries are marine services and tourism, with It Castle, a local landmark, bringing in a large number of tourists every year. It Castle is regularly used in promotional material by the Scottish tourism industry. In addition, it was used in the 1990 movie Hamlet, and appeared as a featured desktop background in the UK edition of Microsoft Windows 7. Another attractive feature of the town is the long beach, facing the North Sea, with large cliffs at either end sheltering small rock pools and inlets. It is also famous for its Olympic-sized outdoor swimming pool, which is heated and filled with a mixture of tap water and filtered seawater. The local harbour features the toll booth, the town's small museum of local heritage. During Hogmanay festivities, the high street comes alive with crowds watching the annual fireballs ceremony, in which volunteers walking down the high street swing huge balls of fire around and around at the ends of chains. The Fireball Festival was part of the content of STV's Hogmanay coverage. The fireballs are finally thrown into the harbour. Stonehaven's long-established pipe band plays at events throughout the year, including the Folks Festival and Fireball Ceremony. The band has competed at various levels throughout its illustrious history, including several years at the prestigious Grade 1. The town's Haven Fish Bar was the likely origin of the deep-fried Mars bar, a snack now culturally associated with Scotland and its health record as a whole. In 2012, the Cairn Fish and Chip Shop sold around 100 to 150 deep-fried Mars bars per week, with tourists accounting for around 70% of this figure. Another local fish and chip shop, The Bay, was awarded the #1 fish and chip shop in Scotland at the National Fish and Chip Awards in 2012 and 2013. On Tuesday, the 11th of June 2013, it was decided by the Justice Committee that Stonehaven Sheriff Court would be closed. This was despite a petition attracting nearly 300 signatures and disagreement from the local community. Sports and AMP events. Every July, Stonehaven holds the Highland Games. All those competing in the heavy events must wear full Highland dress. Other events include the Stonehaven Folk Festival, regularly attended by famous Glaswegian comedian Billy Connolly. On the first Saturday in June, the Fian Market recreates a 19th-century agricultural hiring fair. The R.W. Thompson Classic Car Rally is an annual celebration of the inventor of the pneumatic tire and attracts an impressive range of vintage and classic cars. There are 2 harbour festivals each summer. A farmers' market is now held once a month in the market square, where local food suppliers and producers can sell fresh fruit, vegetables, poultry and other types of meat. Stonehaven supports a rugby club, Mackie Academy former pupils rugby football club, which plays in the RBS Caledonia Regional League Division 1. The town also has a junior football club who play in the North Region Super League at Glenury Park. Stonehaven has one of the largest purpose-built radio-controlled car circuits in the UK, located at the far end of Mineralwell Park. John McRoberts Pavilion was opened in the park in 1993. The park is now home to a park run. Local radio. Stonehaven has a local community radio station, Mearns FM, broadcasting from Stonehaven Town Hall to the town and surrounding area. The station aims to help keep Stonehaven, Inverbervie and Lawrence Kirk up to date with local and charity events, as well as playing music. Staffed completely by volunteers, it is run as a not-for-profit organization, broadcasting under a community radio license, with a remit to provide locally focused news, events and programming, jointly funded by local adverts and local and national grants. Mearns FM has one of the largest listening areas of any community radio station owing to the Mearns distributed population. Notable residents. Stonehaven was the birthplace of Robert William Thomson, inventor of the pneumatic tire and the fountain pen. It is also the birthplace of journalists James Murdoch, Lord Reith of Stonehaven, first Director General of the BBC, and Tom McEwen, a Canadian communist politician and trade union organizer. The novelist Lewis Grassic Gibbon attended school at what was the old Mackie Academy. As a state secondary school, Mackie Academy now serves over 1,000 pupils and they study his work. Famous historical visitors include William Wallace and Mary, Queen of Scots. Poet Robert Burns spent a couple of days there with relatives in 1787. Part-time amateur explorer Luke Robertson became the first Scot and youngest British person to trek solo, unassisted and unsupported to the South Pole in 2015 and 2016.